Captain Rhys Calder wasn't born to the sea. He was forged by it. A bastard son of a merchant and a barmaid, Rhys clawed his way to the helm of the Iron Tempest with nothing but instinct and scars. The crew feared him, merchants hated him, and the Navy hunted him. But none of that mattered, not after her. He first saw Lysira during a midnight storm. She rose from the sea like a vision, silver eyes, tangled hair like seaweed and starlight. Her song made his blood burn and his heart ache. He could have sworn it was a dream, but the salt on his lips and her voice in his mind said otherwise. When the waves calmed, she was gone. Yet Rhys never forgot. From that night, obsession grew in his chest like barnacles on hull. Every time the fog rolled in, he searched the horizon. He sent divers below, bribed witches and seers, and consulted maps that didn't exist. His men thought he was mad. Maybe he was. Because the next time he saw her, she saved his life. The battle against the Royal Navy off the coast of Illyria had gone south fast. Cannon fire rained down, and Rhys was thrown overboard. As darkness claimed him, lips brushed his, and breath returned to his lungs. He awoke on an abandoned shore, coughing brine, and there she was. Lysira. She warned him to stay away, that the sea had rules, that their worlds would destroy each other. But her hand lingered in his, and her eyes held promises no oath could break. They shared a single night, hidden in a sea cave lit by glowing coral. No words, just sighs, skin, and sorrow. By morning, she was gone. Captain Rhys Calder became a legend whispered in harbors, known not for the riches he plundered, but for the phantom he chased. Each month, he returned to the Serpent's Sea. Each time, he left with nothing but silence. Until the night the sea turned blood red. A storm lashed the Iron Tempest, tearing through sails and snapping ropes. Rhys stood firm at the helm, eyes narrowed toward a shadow on the horizon, an island that wasn't there before. It rose from the water, like a cathedral carved from coral and bone. No maps marked it. No sailor dared speak of it. But he knew. Lysira was calling him. The crew begged him not to go ashore. They spoke of cursed gods, drowned kings, and voices that made men walk into fire. But Rhys had lost his fear the day he met her. He took a rowboat alone, rowing through ink-black waters until the world went quiet. No wind, no wave, just the sound of his heart. Lysira waited by a temple of stone and shells. Her beauty struck him like a wave to the chest, wild, mournful, real. This time, she did not vanish. "You shouldn't have come," she said, voice barely a breath. "This place, it's not meant for men." Rhys stepped closer. "Then let me drown here." Her fingers brushed his jaw, tracing the scar she once healed. "You don't understand. My world is ruled by blood oaths and binding songs. I belong to the sea, not by choice, but by debt." She turned, revealing the collar around her throat, a delicate weave of pearl and silver. A chain connected it to the altar behind her. Rhys's rage flared. "Who did this to you?" She looked to the waves. "The deep court. They spared my life after I defied them, but they made me theirs." He moved to break the chain, but a force knocked him back, cold, unseen, older than time. From the surf rose 3 sirens, eyes like moonlight, hair laced with salt and bone. They circled Rhys, speaking in a tongue he didn't know but felt in his bones. "Release her," he shouted, "or I'll tear down this cursed place." One of them laughed. "You think love is stronger than what binds us." But Lysira's voice broke through the storm. "He's not just a man. He's the one I chose." She stepped forward, pressed her palm to Rhys's heart, and sang, not a siren's song of seduction, but one of defiance, pain, and devotion. The ocean stilled. The sky split open. The collar shattered. And then the island began to sink. The sirens shrieked and disappeared beneath the foam. Rhys grabbed Lysira, pulling her to the boat as waves swallowed the temple behind them. Back on the ship, the crew stared in awe. Some crossed themselves. Others wept. But the sea isn't kind to those who break its rules. From that day on, Rhys's ship was cursed. The compass spun wild. Stars refused to guide him. Yet he smiled through it all, because Lysira was beside him. They kissed beneath lightning, slept tangled in sails, sang lullabies only the sea could echo. They built a life not bound by ports or maps, just each other. Lysira taught him the names of fish that glowed in the dark. He showed her how to read the stars. She wept the first time she saw sunrise without pain. He held her as the salt stung her skin dry. But happiness is a dangerous thing when stolen from gods. One night, Lysira screamed in her sleep. Salt poured from her mouth. Her skin shimmered too bright, like light through water. She begged him to anchor the ship, said something was pulling her back. He refused. And that was the mistake. A storm unlike any he'd known tore the tempest apart. Sirens surrounded them, but made no move to strike. They only sang. Not to Rhys, but to her. To Lysira. She stood on deck, eyes wide, mouth open in a silent cry. Her hands trembled. Her voice joined theirs. "I'm sorry," she whispered, not to them, but to him. She dove. The sea swallowed her whole. The storm vanished. Rhys dove after her. Again. And again. He never found her. Just whispers. Cold currents. And sorrow. He searched the world. He bribed gods. He offered his soul to the sea. All he got was silence. They say he sails still. A ghost with skin. A heart cursed by longing. That when storms howl and ships vanish, it's because Captain Rhys is near, chasing a voice he'll never catch. Some loves are forbidden. Some fates are cruel. But the cruelest curse of all is memory. He loved a siren. And now the sea owns him too.